Shout out to me saying okay boomer to a dead man. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Trauma Team. To recap, we're investigating the skeleton from Musimrid, and it's got a virus inside it. And we're trying to figure out what happened to this guy, and maybe who he is. Was. And also, I am stuck. I don't know what to do, so we're gonna look at the skeleton again. Maybe there's new stuff to look at for some reason. I'm concerned that this man's missing multiple appendages. Oh, never mind. There's nothing else to look at in the body. Well, I guess I can't do anything. Never mind. Maybe I'm gonna have to do hint card shuffle? Okay, I must have missed something here. But the question is what? 'Cause I don't see anything except the fact that maybe it's a little dirty. Am I just a buffoon? Because she said hopefully there's still something we can find. Maybe he has something in his pocket.
Is this a key? For what though?
I'm a genius. I'm a pro gamer. Maybe it goes to a safety deposit box.
Maybe little guy will be able to find out something about it.
Okay. Is that it? Does he have things in his other pockets?
Is this a syringe?
Holy shit.
And drugs?
I think I might know whose bones these are. I think I might know whose bones these are. I don't know.
If this skeleton belonged to someone with a criminal history, whoever this is might be kept in the FBI's criminal database.
Yeah, but what are we gonna send through the database? I guess DNA.
If I ask little guy about this, it might be easy to find out just who this person is.
Okay, so that should do it. Thank you. Now she's told me that I can go. I'm assuming that means there's nothing in that pocket. So I won't check it. Can't believe I didn't search the man's pockets. I'm a buffoon. Then again, I don't think any of the other victims we've forensically analyzed have had anything in their pockets, so... Hey, little guy, where's this key go?
Hey, little guy. Can you tell me what this key is for?
My guess is safety deposit box, but I could be wrong.
A key? Let's see. This is a
Whoa.
very unique key. It involves magnetism.
Magnetic key.
Magnets? What could a key like that be used for?
Probably a safe or something else high security. Oh, there's a number on it as well.
Can you track it with the number?
I see. Can you find out where whatever it goes to is located?
I can look into it, but
What's wrong? Is there a problem?
He hates me. He never wants to see me ever again.
we don't have a clue where this key came from.
It was in his pocket.
It'll take a long time to find out any specifics about where this key goes.
That's fine. It's still better than me trying to find this out by myself, right?
Well, we are a nationwide organization. Fine, I'll take the key.
He wasn't even gonna look until I begged him to.
I'll
Wow.
let you handle this then.
Mysterious key was given away. Okay.
Little guy, I need you to analyze something.
Yeah, we found it in his other pocket.
Yes, of course. Oh, what's this?
I found this in the deceased's personal articles. I get the feeling that it may be drugs.
Nah, it's just water. He injected water into himself.
I see. So you want me to run this through our criminal database?
Wait, you're gonna run the drugs through the criminal database, not like the guy's DNA? Wouldn't he have DNA on file if he was a criminal?
You're good at picking up on these things.
I don't know how things work, obviously.
This is the kind of thing that we do at the FBI, after all. I'll look into what's in these ampules and see if the syringe has been used. It's going to take a while, so you'll have to give me time.
Ugh.
Of course. I'll keep investigating the corpse.
There's nothing more to look at. Oh, fade to black. Does that mean I'm getting a cutscene?
Dr. Kimishima, the analysis of the syringe is complete.
Oh, it literally just finished. Okay.
The syringe. The one that was in the case?
Yeah, the one you handed him 3 seconds ago.
Oh, yes. It's about that.
The game probably thought I was supposed to give it to him a lot earlier, but I just didn't find it because I'm a fool.
Interferon, acyclovir, ribavirin, lamivudine.
Aren't those just normal-ass drugs? I've at least heard the names interferon and acyclovir before. I watch a lot of medical dramas though, so maybe they're not normal drugs.
Slow down a second. What are you talking about?
He just said it was what's in the syringes.
It's the medicines that were confirmed to be in the syringe and the ampules.
All that was in there?
Seriously, I don't understand. Every antiviral drug on record is in this list.
He probably went, oh fuck, I got this weird virus. Time to give myself every drug. That'll work. The drugs probably killed him before the virus did.
Antiviral drugs?
I don't think that's accurate. But I feel like that's a bit overkill.
There was even an ampule of Ashvin's in there too.
Ashvin's?
I don't know what Ashvin's is.
It's a medicine that hasn't been fully authorized by the FDA.
Oh.
It's an excellent antiviral drug, but there were some problems with side effects.
Was one of them, I don't know, all your joints becoming bone abrasions?
Huh. Just what were these reported side effects?
Osteoporosis, perhaps?
Okay, let's see. Ashvin's is an antiviral drug. It draws on the patient's calcium to suppress viral activities.
Oops, no calcium. Oops, hollow bones.
If used in excess, the subject will become calcium deficient.
Oh
The
no.
body then draws calcium from the bones and it leads to all sorts of complications.
He needs some milk. But like actually. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind.
A drug that robs calcium from the bones.
I'm pretty sure that's why he was like that.
Well, that isn't its purpose, of course, but that is what happens.
I see. Something bothers me about this, though.
Was it the fact that his bones were hollow?
The deceased had a large amount of antiviral drugs in his possession, along with a dangerous, unapproved drug that caused calcium deficiency in the human body.
Yeah, where'd he get all this shit? That's the question. If he's who I think he is, then I think I know how he had access to it, but like...
Yes, it seems that these can be used together.
If only he'd drinking some milk after taking those drugs.
The large amounts of antiviral drugs found in the corpse's personal effects, and an ampule of Ashvin's, a dangerous antiviral reagent. The reason that Ashvin's was never approved was because...
uncontrollable crying! That's just my normal life, bestie. Don't need Ashvin's for that.
Ashvin's consumes large amounts of calcium from the human body. A 50-kilogram person's body contains roughly 1 kilogram of calcium. 99% of that is in the bones and teeth. In other words, the side effect of the Ashvin's drugs is...
decreased bone density.
Yes.
I read formation of tumors
What
as
first comes to mind
formation
would
of
be an
thumbs
abnormal
at
decrease
first.
in bone density. Considering the information that's been gathered so far, this person likely administered the Ashvin's drug to...
Themselves. Random strangers, which explains why his bones were so weak. An enemy.
Yes, themselves. The first piece of evidence supporting that is...
this.
the complete fracturing of the femur, the strongest bone in the human body. Continuing on, the second point would be...
this. Yeah. Dead! Just in case you didn't know he was dead.
Yes, the loss of the meniscus in the left knee. Thus, we can deduce that the person's weakened skeletal system was due to the side effects of the Ashvin's drug.
Yep.
I have a bad feeling about this.
And you should. He went, oh fuck, I got a big ass virus, and then he injected every fucking antiviral drug he could think of into his body, and it still didn't work, I'm assuming. I should combine this with this.
Yes, it seems that these can be combined. These bones passed on the viral hemorrhagic fever via contact with mucous membranes, and whoever this was, they had been taking large doses of antiviral drugs along with a dangerous unapproved one.
So he had the virus.
It's likely that this person was...
The virus. A terrible doctor.
Yes,
Like,
this individual had been infected with some kind of virus.
this person was an idiot.
The virus itself was...
If that's the case, then the cause of death was...
It has to be the virus or all the drugs. We don't know.
I should stop making conjectures. I need some hard evidence to back these theories up. Hemorrhagic fever causes hemorrhaging from all over the body, along with other various conditions. If we could find traces
Wow.
of that disease...
It's almost like he has blood all over his fucking clothes. If only little guy had analyzed that blood already and he wasn't just sitting on it.
Hemorrhaging from all over.
Yeah, that blood. Can you get back to me on that, sir?
Is something wrong?
Oh, I forgot to analyze that blood you sent me. Oh no.
Oh, well, we just received the results from the analysis.
Perfect timing.
It says that the bloodstain on the person's clothing contained traces of saliva.
Yeah, because he puked it, I told you.
Saliva? If that's the case, then that bloodstain was...
Vomited. Yeah, it was from a gunshot wound, obviously. All guns have saliva in them.
Yes, it came through the mouth, likely by being vomited. That would explain why there were no signs of damage to the person's clothing.
It still baffles me that she was so confused. She was like, why would there be no damage to the clothing? Where did this blood come from? Like, we literally saw this exact situation on our second case. She had vomited blood all over herself, and Naomi had the exact same reaction, like, well, there's no damage to the clothing. So that's weird. And I'm like, it's the same! Okay, we got 4 cards, man. We're doing pretty good. That could be a symptom of a disease. He had a disease. If only there was evidence of a disease.
The bloodstain on the clothing was due to the person vomiting blood.
Am I about to solve this whole case right now?
The viral hemorrhagic fever causes
can't.
bleeding from all over, both internally and externally.
If we still have to figure out who this guy is. Like, there's got to be more stuff to this case, right?
Vomiting blood is one of the signs of this disease as well. This person died of viral hemorrhagic fever. The evidence that I'm drawing that conclusion from is...
This.
That's right. If this person was still alive after having had an attack of vomiting blood, I highly doubt that they'd go on without doing something about the bloody clothes. Thus, the traces of vomited blood on the clothing indicates that this person died soon after this attack.
Or was so weakened by the attack that they couldn't move, and then they died, like, a while later. But still, it's the same conclusion, essentially. Ooh, gold. Solid evidence! Conclusive cause of death.
We finally figured out the cause of death.
Yeah, we still don't know who this guy is, though, so...
Yes. Long before the pandemic that is currently raging broke out, this person caught and died of the viral hemorrhagic fever that caused this quarantine. Who in the world are you?
Dr. Kimishima, if I may,
Go on.
I've noticed something.
Spit it out.
I'm all ears.
Well, this antiviral reagent, Ashvin's, it was rejected by the FDA for its dangerous side effects.
Yeah, we need to figure out how he got it.
That, along with the large amount of antiviral drugs, these things aren't available to the general public.
You have a point. Someone who would have access to these things would be...
A medical professional of some sort. A famous billionaire. Oh god, it's Jeff Bezos.
Indeed. It
No,
would
it's
be
not.
someone who has the knowledge of these new drugs and their effects on viruses.
Jeff Bezos is still alive. For now. That's not a threat, by the way. That's just for now just means people always eventually die. Although Jeff Bezos does have a shit ton of money and could theoretically engineer his own immortality, I'm going to choose to assume that that won't happen. But yeah, not a threat, in case anyone was wondering. Just a statement on human mortality. Everyone will die eventually.
It would also be someone who has the authority to obtain such information from the medical community.
Oh, solid evidence already. We just get it and it's already gold. We love it. We love to see it.
That's what I think. Does that help a little?
I think a facial reconstruction might help a little more. Can we do that in this game?
It's fantastic. Let's move on to the next step. How can we identify this individual, little guy?
Facial reconstruction. That's what they do on bones.
But all we have is the skeleton and personal effects.
Haven't you watched Bones? The show that clearly inspired this section of the game. Come on. Come on.
That shouldn't be a problem. Or is my opinion of you overrated?
Get him, Naomi.
If this person is in the health profession, then the FBI database should have an entry.
There's a database of people in the health profession?
By studying the bones, we can narrow down just who this person was.
Why'd you ask me if you already knew the answer to your own question?
Because she's just like that little guy. Jeez, you've known her for how long?
We don't have time for complaining. Look up details about skeletons in our forensics database.
Look up the Wikipedia page for skeletons.
Send what you find over to my computer immediately.
Yikes. Give me a moment.
Don't say yikes. Shut up. I'll beat this man up.
There, I found them. You want me to send them over to you, right?
Now it's time for the grand reveal. Let's compare the skeleton's characteristics with our information. Then we can confirm just who this person is.
Okie dokie, let's go. Determining gender. It's actually more sex than gender, but this game's from 2010. Assuming age. This is all this stuff that Bones does. I've seen Bones. Okay. So we have to look at the pelvis shape, the eye socket shape, the cranial sutures. High accumulation of nitrogen indicates death occurred roughly 2 years previously. Okay, we can do that one right now.
15 types of amino acids were detected in the skeleton. There was a very high concentration of nitrogen as well. If I compare this information with the materials available...
Couple months ago. 2 years ago. Okay. Time since death, 2 years.
That's right. We can assume that this person died somewhere around 2 years ago. Someone had this disease 2 years ago? Long before this pandemic began? This fact alone won't get us anywhere.
It's interesting, that's for sure.
In light of other information.
Okay, now I need to go look at the skeleton. Alright, Mr. Skellington. Okay.
There's no damage to the pelvis. I should look at its shape just in case.
I feel like on Bones they would have done this like at the beginning, but I didn't write this video game. What do I know? Okay, pelvic
You can
shape.
determine something from the shape of the pelvis.
Yeah, I know. Look at the cranial sutures.
The cranial sutures have begun to fuse, but they aren't completely fused yet. This is what's causing the cranial sutures to resemble broken lines instead of solid ones.
Okay.
I recall that the cranial sutures can tell something about a body.
Yeah, that's age. Then we just need the eye sockets for race.
The skull has triangular orbital bones.
Yep.
Is there any information that
Yep.
can be deduced by the shape of the orbital bones?
Race. Race, baby! Let's go. I think that's it. I love how they still don't care that this guy's missing like a whole arm and it seems to have rotted off, but maybe that's just because it's been 2 years. Also, they never said where they found these bones. But I guess Samrid wasn't about to reveal that information, you know? Okay. Assuming age. The sutures become visible to the naked eye in the mid-40s, begin fusing in the 50s, out of completely fused. So this guy's in his 50s. Or their 50s.
That's
Pretty
right.
sure it's a
person's
dude.
Age at death can be determined from the state of the cranial sutures.
Based on the clothes, there's a higher possibility of him being male.
The cranial sutures here have partially fused, indicating that this person's age was...
Also, I'm like 98% sure I know who this guy is. 50s.
Yes, the fusing is consistent with that of a person in their 50s. In other words, it means that this person was around 50 years old at the time of death.
Okay. Heart shape. It's not telling me what the shape is. Triangular. Caucasians are more triangular, so it's a white dude.
The German
White
physician
person.
Blumenbach established a distinction of 5 major branches of human anatomy. One point mentioned in determining a person's race by skeletal features is the shape of the orbital bones. Comparing this with the materials at hand, This skeleton's race is
American! That makes no sense. But I'm assuming that's a trick question that some people would click on.
indeed. This skull has the characteristics of a Caucasian.
Okay. I mean, this picture kind of looks heart-shaped, right? But it's the same picture that's on here, so like...
An individual's gender can be
gotta
determined
guess.
by the shape of the pelvis. According to the materials at hand, this skeleton's gender is...
Again, sex, but... I guess I was supposed to look at that picture? She told me it was triangular for the eyes and partially fused for the thing, but then she's like, you can figure it out for yourself on the pelvis, I guess.
Yes. The pelvis is heart-shaped. Thus, we can deduce that this skeleton is male. A Caucasian male in his 50s who died 2 years ago and was familiar with viruses. All the
Okay.
information we need has been gathered.
Again, could do a facial reconstruction, but I guess we don't have that ability.
Now we'll be able to figure out whose remains these truly are.
Oh? I did not solve this case already. I did not solve this case in 2 episodes. Usually these take me 3. What is happening?
We couldn't identify this body after all.
I guess I'm just really good at this game.
But there is an important fact that I understand now. First, let's sort out what we do know. We'll talk later. First is the time since death. The card with that is...
It's been 2 years. Where is it? This one.
Yes. The nitrogen and amino acids in the bones prove that.
And why do we know that this is where he was found? No
Remember,
one...
The body's soft tissue was gone before it was found.
Nobody told us it was in a...
This suggests that the body wasn't underwater or buried.
Oh, okay. She's telling me as I'm
Next,
questioning it.
I have the card stating the gender of the body.
Again, sex, not gender, but... Where is it?
Correct. The
Pelvis.
shape of the pelvis, the face, and bones prove that. However, he had a thin build. He could hardly be muscular.
Yeah, especially after he leached all the calcium out of his bones.
Next, the age. This card tells our findings.
Weak. This one.
Yes, the cranial sutures have fused with age. This proves that this person was at least in his 50s.
Damn, boomer.
It's possible to determine his race as well. This card shows my conclusion based on the evidence.
Shout out to me saying okay boomer to a dead man.
Racial differences are mainly exhibited in skull shape. The eye sockets, cheekbones, nose ridge, it's clear.
A white man?
Our next clue is his occupation. Now, this is only speculation,
Is it because it gives me gold evidence?
but I believe this card shows what he did for a living.
Something in the health field?
Yes, if the items belonged to him, he was in medicine. In addition, it's likely that he worked in pathology.
Oh, you didn't tell me that earlier.
Now then, what was the cause of his untimely demise?
The
This
illness.
card shows that reason.
Boom, this one.
A virus living within a corpse long after the host dies.
Maybe the virus ate his arms
I
up.
don't want to believe it, but bones don't lie. The virus passes into the mucous membranes on contact. He died like the man Gabe diagnosed, hemorrhagic fever. He understood what was happening. He knew why he died. He knew, and it shows in the last words he had to say.
Well, it also shows in the fact that he injected himself with every antiviral known to man. Forgive me. I was enticed by the devil. It wasn't very clear.
My son.
Sounds a little less like Gollum now.
That is the truth, illuminated by the light of this life. With this in mind, I can use the data to find an individual.
Oh, now we're looking in the databases. Okay.
He's...
Oh, whoa. Don't cut to black. Give me a name. Hey.
Hey! Hey, you listening? Where are you going?
Just
What's
keep
happening?
quiet and follow me. We need to talk to the chief.
Oh, whoa.
Chief, I'd like to speak with you.
What did you say?
Yeah,
It may
please.
be hard to believe, but listen to me, please. The bones Gabe came here with contained the infectious virus. But since the infection is not carried by air, the chances of these bones being a source of pandemic is low.
So we found it, but we also didn't find it.
However, they may still be a clue to finding a solution.
I can't believe the two of you could find out so much.
All because we stole from the
No,
government.
this is just a coincidence. Still, Dr. Tachibana should be done with a biopsy on the same virus.
Vector of infection's unknown. We've ID'd it. You think we'll make it in time?
I hope so.
It's near hopeless. The disease advances too rapidly. The infected will all die before we finish the DNA analysis.
Damn it. Isn't there any other lead we can follow?
Is this when Maria and Sierra are going to burst
This
in
isn't
with
a
their
clue,
lead?
But I have one more thing I must report.
You must report?
Oh?
I compared the reconstructed bones to our database. Only one person was a match for the data we had.
This isn't a clue, but I should tell you anyway. I identified the man. That's a clue. That's such a clue. Okay.
Who is it?
Oh, whoa.
Him?
Can you show me? Ah, it's him.
Yes, Albert Sart, a professor of virology, who vanished after the Cumberland College incident.
I knew it. That's who I thought it was. I was correct. I remembered. Oh, we're done. Okay. Well, next time on AbbyGames, we'll do chaos again, because you know how first response be in this video game. I'm excited to see our wife Maria again and get to know what's happening with her and CRS01, like figuring out that they both knew the same girl. That's pretty cool. We figured out that the bones were CRS01's mentor or father figure man, so that's also interesting. Shit's coming together and it's pretty cool. I'm very excited to keep going with this game. That'll be next week. Until then, I hope you're having a great day and you enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that fun YouTube stuff. I can't believe I got through a forensics case in only 2 episodes. That's wild. But I guess it had less stuff in it than the other ones did. Or maybe I'm just a pro gamer. Except I'm not, because I got stuck and I still, like, this video, I haven't even been recording for 30 minutes. Like, what? Anyway, stuff's really starting to come together and I'm really excited. Next time, who knows? I might fail this mission 600 times because I'm not good at anything involving precision or anything. But I'm still excited because I love Maria. I love all the characters in this game. I love this game a lot. If you're looking for more Abby content, I highly recommend subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. We have a lot of fun here. I do plan on finishing this game, and I play all sorts of other games, so there's bound to be something you're interested in. Same goes for my streams. I stream 4 times a week over at twitch.tv/CaptainAbbyGames, and I play all sorts of games over there too. I'll really just play anything, and I like to think that I can make any game fun, so I highly recommend popping a follow over there as well if you haven't already. But all I really need you to do is have a wonderful day, and stay safe and all that. I care you a lot, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and week. Bye, everybody!